Alright guys, so today I'm doing some spiced pork scotch fillets with some mixed wild mushrooms and some garlic butter. Absolutely delicious. Ready? Let's get into it. Alright, so the ingredients I've got today, I've got a mixture of wild mushrooms here. I've got 2 pork scotch fillet steaks. I've got some garlic butter. I've got some smoked sea salt. I've got some Mingle all-purpose seasoning. I've got some cracked pepper. And I've got some crushed garlic. Alright, so we want to season our scotch fillets first, so we want to put a good seasoning of that Mingle all-purpose seasoning on both sides. And also some smoked sea salt. And a good heap of that because we want that flavour in there. And then some cracked pepper. We're going to repeat on the other side, and then we're going to set that aside to marinate a little bit while we're chopping our mushrooms. Alright, so we've got 3 different types of mushrooms. We just want to slice these ones up. You don't want them all the same shape and size, so some you'll slice, and the enokis you'll just leave whole. Alright, so the enokis, you just want the tops of these. They'll all separate by themselves. The bottom bits are stalks. You can use them in a stock if you're making a chicken bone broth, or if you're making a vegetable stock. They're great in stocks. Lots of flavour in that. My pan's heating up on medium heat over there, so we'll get over there and start sealing off our pork. Alright, so we'll start with a tablespoon of coconut oil in there. Then we want to put our seasoned pork. That's now up to room temperature in there. Now we're just going to keep flipping this until it's nice and cooked to our liking, and then we're going to put it into a tray to rest, and then we'll get onto our mushrooms. Right, so we're just going to keep flipping this on medium heat. Make sure it gets a good seal on both sides. Because these are already up to room temperature marinating on my bench, these will only take about 4 to 5 minutes to fully cook through. Right, so these have been cooking for about 4 minutes now. I'm going to take them off and rest them. They've got a nice seal. They're just about cooked through. They're going to finish cooking through when I'm resting them. Alright, so I'll rest them now. While we get on to cooking our mushrooms, I'm going to wipe my pan out. Alright, so I'll wipe my pan out, throw in a bit more coconut oil. Then just throw in those mushrooms that we chopped up. Going to stir around. Now we're just going to saute these off until they're all cooked through. 2 minutes and these mushrooms will be nice and cooked. They don't take long. So while they're cooking, you give them a nice pinch of that smoked sea salt. Stir that in. And when they're just about done like this, we want to just put in a teaspoon of the crushed garlic. Cook that garlic off. When that garlic's nice and cooked off, last thing we want to add is 1 tablespoon of garlic butter. Just going to melt that in, let it melt. They get infused with all those mushrooms. Add our pork back, and then we'll get on to plating up. Alright, so that garlic's nice and infused with all those mushrooms now. So we want to get our pork that's rested perfectly and keep all those juices, because we're going to put all those juices straight back in. There's a lot of flavour in that, don't waste that. So chuck the pork in. And then all those juices right back in there. Get a good mix in. Going to let this cook for about 1 minute. Let all those flavours get into that pork, into that mushroom, and then we'll plate it up. Alright, so to plate up, I had a little bit of baby spinach laying around, so I thought I'll use that up. Any greens will do, it's up to you. Put that nice pork cutlet on top of that spinach. And then we just want to lay our mushrooms on top and all around it. This will serve 2 people, this one. Just like that, and then last thing, if you've got any herbs laying around, like any parsley or anything like that, just put that over the top to garnish it, and there we go. How easy was that? That was super quick, this pork cutlet with mushrooms. And there we are, guys, that's my super quick spiced pork scotch fillets with wild mushrooms and garlic butter. Give that one a go. Remember, don't cook the same stuff all the time, switch it up, cook different, come cook with me. Come cook healthy, come cook fun, and let's make Australia cook again. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time.